care about George. We're looking for Stacy.
Well, the vice presidential candidates getting their one and only chance to go toe-to-toe in their own debate this week. But will this year's VP debate carry more weight than in years past? Here for a fair and balanced debate, Ron Bonjean, a former communications director to House Speaker Dennis Hastert, and Zerlina Maxwell. She's a Democratic strategist. Thank you both for joining us.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. So I'm going to ask you both. Ron, I'll begin with you. What are your expectations for this debate coming up on Thursday?
Well, I think this debate can only help the Romney campaign, and it can only hurt the Obama campaign. You know, the last debate that happened between between Romney and Obama, I mean, Romney cleaned Obama's clock. You know, you can tell who won by the poll numbers. And so, you know, having Ryan do well in this debate only helps that momentum going forward. At the same time, you know, Vice President Biden is prone to gaffes. In the last week or so, he's talked about the middle class being in a ditch for the last 4 years. He's been talking about raising taxes raising trillions of dollars of taxes. So, you know, having that one soundbite that Biden can come across with as a gaffe can really hurt the Obama campaign.
Zerlina, what do you think? Do you think that we can expect to see a more aggressive Vice President Biden as we come into this debate?
I certainly hope so. If there's one thing that coming out of that first debate between President Obama and Mitt Romney that Democrats will learn is that Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan, they are not beholden to fact checkers. Their own campaign said that recently, and so clearly they're going to get in front of 70 million Americans, and they're going to say things over and over again that are not true. And during the debate, the vice president this Thursday needs to say during the debate, Paul Ryan, that is not true. At the time, they cannot rely on fact checks for after the debate is over when nobody's watching.
Well, Vice President Biden has had a few problems with his own fact checkers as well. Ron, I want to talk about momentum. Coming out of the presidential debate, they said that President Obama lost some momentum and Governor Romney gained some momentum. Do you think that Paul Ryan will be able to keep that momentum up?
I absolutely do. He's a great legislator. He has a vision for this country. You know, people believe when Paul Ryan was picked as the vice presidential candidate, the Republicans rallied around him. He's been very helpful in battleground states like Wisconsin. And you know, the challenge here is for the Democrats is they keep saying, "Oh, the Romney lied," and you know we expect Ryan to lie. Well, guess what? They lost the last debate and they can't get over it. So they're now putting this blanket blame on Romney. It's unbelievable to me. And why can't they just fess up and say they lost and move forward and say we look forward to the next debate? They can't.
Zerlina, something that some pundits have said they found surprising, and that was President Obama did not address the 47% Urbane capital in his debate. Do you think that Vice President Biden will do that with Ryan?
Yes, I think that he will address it. I also think, and he should address it, but I also think he should address Paul Ryan's own secret tape, which was makers versus takers, where he said 30%. I mean, he didn't say 47%. He said 30% are moochers and take from government. So I think that there's a lot of material with Ryan. He clearly has shown, given his convention speech, that he has an issue with the truth as well. It's not Democrats saying, you know, we're not fessing up to having lost the debate. I think David Axelrod saying, you know, we should not have a debate over who won or lost the debate anymore. That's over. We're looking forward and ahead. And Vice President Joe Biden has a unique opportunity here to call Paul Ryan out to his face for the mistruths and misleading statements that he said over and over again. It's a unique opportunity. I think Joe Biden is up to the challenge, and he's going to be very aggressive on Thursday.
Okay, so finally, as we wrap up very quickly, about 30 seconds left, Ron, do you think that this vice presidential debate will matter more with voters this year, and will it change the polls at all?
Well, we'll have to see. I think the stakes are absolutely higher because the momentum is going in the Romney direction, and so a lot of people are going to watch this as a sign of where the race could be going, and you know, and it gives Ryan a chance once again to call Biden out on the fact that he wants to raise millions of trillions of dollars of taxes. And he wants to talk about why the middle class has done poorly over the last 4 years under the Obama administration. So yes, I do think that it can be a game changer.
We have to wrap it up there. Thank you both so much for joining us. Zerlina, this is the first time that you've been on our show, so thank you very much. And Ron, we'll see you later. And a reminder, we are now just 5 days away from the first and only debate